Hi and welcome back once again to my channel, Dacty for You. Thank you all so much for all the love and the support. I appreciate it so much, and Merry Christmas to everybody. God bless you all. So here I'm going to share with you what I cook for my Christmas Eve dinner. It's so simple. It's just jollof rice. So here I have my chicken. So what I did to this chicken is that I washed and cleaned it with lemon and salt water, and then I brine it in sugar and salt solution for about 2 hours, and then I froze it. So here I went ahead to add in some soy sauce to it, and my favorite chicken and all natural seasoning to it. And then what I'm just adding in is some ginger, garlic, onions, green bell peppers, anise, rosemary, and some nutmeg. Yes, that I blended. I went ahead to slice some jalapeno peppers to it. I add in some onions. I'll leave everything in the descriptive box below. So here on a medium heat, I cooked this chicken for about 5 minutes on each side, and then here it's all done. So what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to take the chicken out from the sauce. Don't mind me using my hands. Yes. We mostly do this. This is like a cook with me video, so everything comes in. We not like everything. That is how we mostly do. I mostly do in my home. I love to use my hands. Yes, I love to use my hands. And don't worry, I dip my hand in some cold water, so it wasn't hard getting the chicken out. So I'm just going to cover this chicken and set it aside for about 1 hour before I use. So what I'm going to do to this sauce is that I'm going to add extra water to it. As you saw me, I did not add any water to the chicken because it was already frozen and it had some extra liquid in them. So here I just add in some water, and then I'll cover it and let it be on fire for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then I have my chicken stock for my jollof rice. So here at this time, whilst the stock is on fire, I went ahead to stir fry my vegetable. So what I have in this vegetable, I'm having some mixed bell peppers, tomatoes, ginger, garlic, onions. That is what I have in, and some carrots. So I just went ahead to season it with salt, rosemary, and some anise. So we are just going to stir fry this till it becomes so soft that we can just blend. If you haven't tried this method before, go ahead and try it, and you are going to love it. So yummy. It adds some taste to the stew. So here I add in some oil to my saucepan, and then I went ahead to add in some sliced cut onions to it and fried it for about 5 minutes. So what I just added it in with is my ginger, garlic, and some onion mixture with some parsley, and then I strained the chicken sauce, and then I added everything that was left in my colander inside that mixture. That is why it's so green. So that mixture is already seasoned. At this time I went ahead to bake my chicken. So I'm going to bake this chicken on about 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So here I have fried my green sauce for about 15 minutes now, and then I'm adding in my tomato paste. So at this time, go ahead and add in your tomato paste. Make sure to do all this on a medium heat because you don't want your stew to burn. So after then you fry the tomato paste for about 15 to 20 minutes. So this is after 15 to 20 minutes. So at this time, add in your blended vegetables. So what I just added to my stew is the vegetables that I stir fried. I just blended it into a smooth paste, and then I added it into my stew. So make sure to cook your stew on a medium heat to prevent it from burning. So this is after about 25 minutes, and I brought my chicken out of the oven. So what I'm applying to the chicken at this time, it's suya spice mixture that I'm applying to the chicken. And then we are going to put this chicken on the broil setting for about 5 minutes. We are going for that burnt effect, that burnt taste for our chicken. So we are going to broil the chicken this time, but not bake, just for 5 minutes. So here it's about 50 minutes into our stew, and then I went ahead to add in some more seasoning because I tasted for seasoning and my stew needed a little bit of seasoning, so I added in a little bit of Maggi stock seasoning. So you did not see me adding any spice to this. I added in the when I strained my chicken stock, everything that was left, I added it in. And if you remember, I seasoned my vegetables when I was stir frying them, so my stew was good. So at this time, go ahead and then you toast your rice in the stew on a medium to low heat for about 8 to 10 minutes. So I just mixed everything together and then I covered it. So this is after about 5 minutes after I covered it, and then I came back to check on it, and then I stirred it. Guys, do your jollof rice this way and you are going to love it. I always tell you that jollof rice, when after you add in the rice to the stew, you are no more like, we are just using the steaming method of cooking for the jollof rice if you want a perfect jollof rice. So here it's after about 10 minutes, and then I'm adding in my chicken stock. So adding your chicken stock little by little. You don't want to add a lot of water to your jollof rice because we are going to steam this jollof rice. You want a beautiful and tasty jollof rice, so you don't want to add a lot of liquid to it. Yes, so here my rice needed a little bit more of water, so I add in more chicken stock. And make sure to taste for seasoning after you add in your chicken stock. If you think more seasoning is needed, this is the perfect time to add to it. So at this time, you go ahead and then you cover your rice with some aluminum foil or napkin, whatever that works for you. You can use it, and then turn your heat into a low heat. So my stove is on about 9, so at this time my heat was on 3, and then we just go ahead to cut our vegetables for our vegetable stir fry. So that is what I'm using. I'm using cucumbers, bell peppers, onions, carrot, cabbage, and some radish in there. You can use your favorite vegetable, anything that you want. So this is after about 10 minutes. I went ahead to stir the rice. Yes, jollof rice, you can stir jollof rice too. And I'm telling you, to get a perfect jollof rice, make sure to be stirring it, turning it down, like upside down once a while, so that it will cook evenly. As I told you, we are steaming this, we are not cooking, so it needs more attention to get a perfect jollof rice. So go ahead at this time and then you cover it, and then check on it like every 10 to 15 minutes. I just come back to check on my rice. So please, if you happen to be here, you have watched this video up to this time and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of my uploads, and don't forget to share with your family and friends. So whilst our rice is on fire, I went ahead to just make my spicy green chili sauce. I have this recipe on my channel, you can check it out. So what is in this is green bell peppers, some chili peppers, ginger, garlic, and I always love to add rosemary to mine. So I have some rosemary, some jalapeno peppers, and some spring onions, which is optional. You can just add it in. You know, you want more flavor, so add any veggie that you want to it. any green veggie, of course. So we've been frying this for about 15 to 20 minutes, and this is how it's looking like. So at this time we are going to just stir fry our vegetables. So in a saucepan, I added in a little bit of oil to it, and then on a high heat I'm just going to stir fry all my veggies. So I first go in with my carrot and my minced bell peppers, and then I season it with some salt. Yes, I season it with some salt and my favorite seasoning. That part did not show, but I make sure to add in a little bit of stock cube to it. My favorite stock cube, vegetable stock cube, is what I use for this stir fry. So stir fry it for about 5 minutes on a high heat, and then I want some spiciness to it, so I went ahead to add in some of my green chili sauce that we just made, and then after that then I add in my cabbage. So as I always say, please use what works for you. This is what my family love. I cook for my family and I cook to eat, so I cook what I love. So always feel free to adjust any vegetable that you want in your food. Use any ingredient that your family love. What works for you is what you need to use. Yeah, so I'm sharing with you what I love. So at this time I season it again with some spices that my sister Obapa gave me. It's a natural spice, and oh my god, it's so good. So this has been on fire for about 8 minutes, and then I just went ahead to add in the carrot and the the cucumbers and the radish. That should be the last one because you don't want to overcook your cucumbers. When you add them in, just let it be on fire for about 1 minute, and I'm telling you, you are good to go. Now turn your heat off and let's check on our jollof rice. And hey, our jollof rice was cooking on the side, very beautiful, and this is how it's looking like, and I'm telling you, this is so good. Yes, I love jollof rice. My children love jollof rice and we enjoy it so much. So this is how what I got for dinner, what we had for our Christmas Eve dinner, and it was so good. Look at those chicken. This is what I'm talking about, guys. It was so yummy. So thank you all so much. God bless you. Enjoy your Christmas and be thankful that you are still alive. I love you and stay safe.